Hey y'all, hey, Carlotta Berry here, hopping on guys. And I really need to start showing up and having some note cards so I'm not rambling, but just getting right into it as I'm out here getting some exercise. My message to you today is, or this evening, or whenever you see this video, is that you've got to be able to separate your feelings from what it is that you said that you were going to do. You have to get some way, somehow, you've got to figure out how to go ahead and sit in your feelings for, give yourself a certain amount of time to do that. And then you've got to go ahead and roll up your sleeves and get back to it. Get back to whatever it is that you're working on. And you've got to know yourself. And you have to be real, true, and honest with yourself and your goals and what you're trying to do. And if you allow your feelings to hijack, the direction that you were going into, you have no one else to blame but yourself. And as I always say, when I talk to you all and I share a message, sometimes I'm also talking to myself. Today, I really didn't feel like hitting the start button. I really did not feel like making a video, but I know that I promised myself that I would be consistent. I promised myself that I would show up, as often as I can so that I can say hello to you all, to encourage you, and to tell you that you can do anything that you set your mind to. And if God put it in you, you're not going to be able to easily shake it. And I don't mean that it's going to be easy in completing what it is that you feel like you need to do, or walking in your calling. It may not be easy, but it's also not going to be easy to shake it, even when you don't feel like it. So one way of doing that is to be very aware of your feelings. And then when you sit in those feelings for just a moment, allow yourself sometimes to grieve or to feel sad or to whatever it is, down and out. And I'm not even gonna go into talking about, what everybody in the whole entire United States of America and even abroad is talking about right now during this time. I'm not even going to address that, but it has affected many of us in a certain way. And some of us are experiencing feelings that have caught us off guard. But I want you to know that God created you with purpose. And it is up to you to realize that. And when you find yourself in stagnation, or you find yourself falling off track and not following through, you've got to check yourself. You've got to go ahead and get up and put one foot in front of the other and proceed. And that is what I'm doing. So today, guys, as some of you all know, I almost fell there. Our clocks have been set back. And so we have lost an hour of light. And so as soon as I got off work, I came out here to get some cardio in, because I know I need that for mental clarity, and I need the cardio. We all need it. We need to move our bodies. And I wasn't going to let anything stop me from getting it. And so also I knew I needed to make a video. I've done a couple of shorts, but I had not made a video. So I knew I had to do that. And I said, it doesn't matter if you don't have anything, really deep to talk about. Go ahead and show up being authentic and being real. And if I can bless just one person, then I have done my job. So if you are the one person that is listening right now and you just feel like you have no more wind in yourself, you feel like you have no energy to propel you forward, I am here to tell you that you can't let your feelings hijack you. You can't let your feelings stop you from what you said you were going to do when you were energized, when you were, feeling so motivated. When you're feeling at your lowest is when you really have to say, feelings, get out of the way. I'm going to go ahead and take one step in front of the other. I'm going to do what it is that I said I was going to do. If you wrote that down in your planner, your calendar, your journal, then just follow it robotically. Go ahead, feel what you're feeling, and then let it go. Alrighty? All right. Hello there. I'm good. Hi. Don't tell me. M-E, Malia. Dang, I was the next, Mila. Oh, let me not say her name too loud. I said Malia, so I was close. Mila, right? Mila. The next time I'm going to get it. What's your name? Aaron. Carlotta and Mila. All right, have a good day or good evening. Excuse me, guys. So anyway, as I'm speaking to people, because I'm a friendly person like that, excuse me, I want to say that you may feel down and out for a moment, but you'll be all right. You'll be okay. And I don't really like saying this, but I'm going to say it anyway, because sometimes it does work. Fake it until you make it. Because you know what? It's hard to be sad and to be all down in the dumps. And it's hard to do that and smile at the same time. So just like I stopped and I spoke to Aaron and his dog Mila, I see him out here all the time. And I always get his dog's name wrong. And just having that small little interaction and connection, it just kind of lifts your spirit. So I'm here to help you in lifting your spirit and to encouraging you that sometimes you're going to have to go ahead and kick your feelings to the side. And when I say that, I mean, it's okay. Your feelings are valid. They're valid. There's validity to it. They're real. But you don't want them to dominate you, because if we did everything or did not do everything based off of how we feel, then we would never make any progress. We would make no progress at all. And so, as I said, I'm talking to myself as I'm talking to you. So if you promised yourself that you would get up and exercise, then get up and exercise. If you know you're supposed to sit down and write one page, sit down with the attempt to write one page. If you only get half a page written, then that's okay. You've made the attempt. But do not just throw your hands up in the air and say, I don't feel like it. All right? Don't let your feelings hijack. I can't even hardly talk. Don't let your feelings, just take over your life, because I tell you, it won't get you anywhere. And so today, this morning, when the alarm clock went off, and when I tell you guys that I really did not feel like showing up, I shook it off because I knew what I had to do. I know I've got bills to pay, and I know that I have to show up for me. And let me just share this real quickly also. I was talking to a lady today, and she was really down and out, and she was crying, and she said she could not stop herself from crying. And not to go into all the details of the conversation, but what I will share with you is that I had to tell her, after I gave her several options, and she kept discounting them, and she kept making excuses, and I let her do all that, and I listened to her. And then finally I said to her, ma'am, and I just kept it real. I didn't know her from Adam. I said, at some point, you're going to have to show up for yourself. At some point, you're going to have to stop making excuses. At some point, you're going to have to tell yourself that you love yourself so much, you're not going to give up on yourself. And I said a few more things to her. And after I had express myself to her like I was her auntie. She did, or she promised she would do what I told her to do, and she took my advice. So here I am with you, encouraging you to keep on going, to keep pushing. Go ahead and feel what you're feeling, and acknowledge them as you have a right to feel the way you feel, but don't let your feelings stop you, okay? Just keep pushing forward. And even if it's just 1 little inch, 1 little millimeter second, whatever it is, just keep progressing forward and feel good about it. Feel good that you're not giving up, okay? Alrighty, guys, I hope I said something that helps at least one person out there, because I'm being honest, I did not feel like hitting the start button. I felt like I had nothing to share, and I did not want to come on rambling, because I did say that going forward, I'm going to have some kind of outline so that I can add more value to my audience. I want to thank you all if you made it to this far listening. I want to thank you for those who are subscribing and who come to me and look to me for encouragement, inspiration, for hope. And I just thank you. I thank you. And I'm showing up, and I'm going to keep on showing up. And I'm going to ask you, and I'm going to challenge you to show up for yourself. Love on yourself and tell yourself that you are worth it. Okay? If nobody else shows up for you, show up for yourself. And don't get lost in your feelings. Alrighty, guys. Until next time, Carlotta Berry will see you later. Alrighty? Always know that God is real. He loves you, and He's rooting for you. He's rooting for all of us to win. But you cannot give up. Alrighty? Until next time, Carlotta Berry will see you later. Bye, guys. See you later. Have peace. Bye-bye.